There is no boss. There is no employer. Nobody's an employee. We don't have office hours. We don't get paid by the hour. There's nothing about it that is traditional. Everything about this kind of a business really comes down to each individual and them being able to work towards self-mastery. Because the most difficult part of doing this business big is mastering oneself. It's all about personal growth and people skills. Everything that we do. And I think that, we say the pace of the leader is the pace of the pack. And in this kind of a business, who the leader is always evolving. Right now, everybody would kind of get the feel that Daniel is the leader. But what needs to happen very quickly is that each one of you need to be leaders. That has to happen very quickly. It can't be, Daniel is like the employer figurehead and everybody else is kind of working for him. Everyone has to really adopt a sense of ownership of their businesses and creating, who the next leader is, One of the things that I want to say to you in front of all your people is this. I would always be working as low in the organization as you can towards the bottom. And I just want to kind of release you and bless you to do that, because sometimes there are people in organizations that get angry when an upline leader tries to work underneath them and their people. And if that ever happens, I'm not saying that it has, but it has happened on Kauai. It's happened a couple other places. I'm dealing with some issues in Oregon. I'm going to be putting out a couple of fires there where people have taken odds with something like that. And my sponsor taught me that it's my business until somebody takes it from me. And sometimes a downline can take away a whole leg of business from you because they've got personal growth issues where they feel challenged because an upline leader is trying to deal with their people. And I would say always work as low in your team as you can, right? You may be working with her and she may not like you working with the people, and this is just an example. She may not like you working with people underneath her, but what if she dies tomorrow? And you don't have any relationships with that. You need to be raising up the next leader underneath. There is a thought out there in the network marketing industry. There's a great guy right now. I think his name is something like Aaron Windward or Woodard or something like that. I was reading about him a couple of days ago, and he says that you should spend 3 to 5 years just driving one leg in a network marketing business. I don't know that I necessarily agree or disagree with that statement, but I like the point that he's making. He's saying that you want to drive deep and solid. So like the leg that all the islands are on in my organization, I was digging in this team and continue to dig in this team even beyond the scope of me getting paid. So like for instance, I don't get paid on any of you guys. I don't get paid ESS money, I don't get paid residual money, I don't get paid anything on this group because of where it is in the organization. But people would say, well then why are you spending your time there? Because I know that if I build this leg battleship strong, what happens if something happens to Elias? God forbid.
Exactly.
What if something happens to him, right? What if, another leader, what if, Uncle Fred and Aunt Atlanta decide that they want to go sell Mary Kay all of a sudden? They don't want to do this business anymore, and then they start to take, a few people with them or something, And that's not going to happen with them, but it's just an example. What if that happens? You've got to have another level of leadership that's